If you're going to have a staple staff, you're going to develop this staff. And people will stay with you when they discover that you're actually interested in their development as teachers. It is compulsory when you come to our school now. After we've given you the mathematics book, we give you a plot of land. And then we tell you, this group you are going to grow French beans, you're going to grow cabbages, you're going to grow this, you're going to grow that. And you have to live through the process. You live through the process and you sell to the dining room. And you sell at a parent's day. The most important thing is for our students who are behind the stalls to begin the marketing. Because in commerce, in economics, entrepreneurship, these things are talked about, but the experience is not obtained in school, and that makes it a little worrying.
While we have all enjoyed ourselves, while we have all learned a lot, I ask you to take a moment to recognize Sunny Varkey as he comes on the stage to say a few words. Sunny.
Thank you. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only here because I have something very important to say, something that I'm very passionate about. Respect for teachers was taken as a given back then. I certainly respected my teachers and I simply admired them. Teachers have been respected, rewarded and celebrated throughout the human history. I am concerned that this respect is vanishing. I do not know what has caused this. It might be something about our society or our economy or technology. Who knows? But I do know that this is real and it is happening.
We see it in our streets, we see it in our schools, and we see it in the media. Now just look at the kind of people we celebrate. When was the last time you saw a teacher on the front cover of any major international magazine? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Every year, Time magazine has their top 10 people of the year. I can't remember the last time I saw a teacher appear on that list. Last year, we commissioned the research into the status of teachers around the world. The study showed that there is still a great respect for teachers in some parts of the world, like China, South Korea and Singapore. But it also showed that in other parts of the world, respect was much lower. My fear is that the problem is going to go from bad to worse. I believe respect for teachers is falling at just the moment when the importance of teachers is growing. The world needs great teachers to grow great minds. Otherwise, we will never tackle the challenges being faced in the world: climate change, conflict and poverty. Human civilization only moves forward because hardworking and committed teachers are there behind every scene, pushing people on, cajoling, guiding, pointing the way forward. All of us care about education, care about creating a peaceful world. We must work together and do whatever it takes to put the importance of teachers at the forefront. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we have created $1 million prize to find the greatest teacher in the world. By doing this, we are doing something really radical. And it's just not about money. It's about unearthing thousands of stories of courage and inspiration. We are really sending out a clear signal. we have done something that no one has ever done before. The reason we are doing this is to raise the bar of respect for teachers, to encourage them. But in particular, we will shine a spotlight on one extraordinary teacher for the world to see. And the world will be hungry to hear the secret of their success. Our winner will be an inspiration for a generation. Writing books, giving lectures, appearing on television. We want to see them appearing on the covers of those leading magazines. And I think we will. With the grace of God, I want to see teachers properly respected, rewarded, and celebrated across the world. So without further delay, I am thrilled to announce that the nominations are now open for the Varkey Gems Foundation Global Teacher Prize 2014.
Ronald Ddungu is a physics and mathematics teacher at Gayaza High School, where he is also a deputy head teacher. Ddungu has been teaching at Gayaza for the last 18 years, and his journey has borne fruits. Now he is one of the 50 shortlisted classroom teachers from 5,000 nominations and 13,000 applications from 127 countries. He is one of the 6 teachers from Africa on the list.
And they were telling us to share our story. Being passionate about what we do, we wanted to talk to the world about the work we are doing.
Ddungu says that in 2007, while teaching a mathematics class, he came up with an idea that would later involve 100 students from his senior 1 class go out to primary schools in the community to teach mathematics to the pupils for 1 hour every week.
We give one of our students 3 pupils from the primary school. We normally teach P6 and P7.
With this program, Ddungu intended to make his students aware of their communities and their needs, as opposed to them focusing on academics alone.
We could not just sit in class and begin listing issues to do with poverty, unemployment, and so on. We had to go into the field so that they experience it. Children in UPE schools have a lot of challenges with them. They come to school without food, they come to school without uniform. The most interesting of all has been the discovery that kids come to school without food.
The academic empowerment program has grown over the years to a point where Gayaza High School students are now involved in a farming project to help provide meals for the pupils in the primary schools where they teach mathematics.
We end up providing 1 meal of porridge a week to this school.
It is this project that Global Teacher Prize was initiated by the Varkey Gems Foundation at its Global Education and Skills Forum in Dubai in March. Ddungu is hopeful that he will win.
This award will give us a stepping stone to make this possible within other schools.
His colleagues are also confident that Ddungu will take first place.
He has worked on the Kadongo project with passion and commitment. I have no doubt that the initiative should be a model for all the other schools elsewhere.
The winner will be announced at the Global Education and Skills Forum 2015 in Dubai. Gertrude Tumusime Uitkwari, NTV.
I'm glad that you're talking about what you're talking about. Because years ago, when I did my primary school in Makonzi. It was a farm school. And whatever we did in science, we had to go out. I had a small piece of land where I grew tomatoes, I grew beans, I grew onions. We knew exactly what we were learning, how it was applicable out there. But come back into the schools right now, there is no practicability. How do we quantify these things? It's more about read and pass. Cram, read and pass. So I'm so glad that we're dealing with these projects.
I have so many certificates in my home which I earn in Kisumu. Every year I have certificates of excellence of teaching. One time they even gave me a bicycle. I was the best teacher. But then I sat down, I taught geography for the last 19 years. But I left when I hadn't even planted a forest. But I was voted to be the best teacher. So I see that is the way forward.
ladies and gentlemen, that is clear testimony that the issues we are talking about are globally accepted. And I'm happy that I'm sharing fields of life, teachers. I would like to thank the management for inviting me. I was talking to David. I hope this will be another Gayaza with another Gayaza Junior School in the next 5 years. We are committed to providing that, to support that. We are also committed to working with you. We will have our contacts given to you. Let's talk. Let's talk. As teachers, the change we need to see is within our hands. But it takes a lot of passion, it takes a lot of commitment, and we must get committed to drive to that point. I'd like to thank you for listening, and we'll keep sharing.